In today's video, I will show you how you can call and use your C++ code within MATLAB. To do that, I need to first introduce a bit on MEX file. MEX stands for MATLAB executable. We can convert a C++ file to MEX file, and MATLAB can run it just like any other MATLAB functions or scripts. And that allows you to pass values or data between MATLAB and C++. It's also worth to mention that, compared to a typical .NET file, MEX file, because it's executable, it can increase the processing speed, so you can convert basically any .NET file to MEX file if you just want to run it, and it will do faster for you. But that's not the main topic of this video, so let's do an example from scratch to show you how you can use C++ in MATLAB. So now I'm just gonna create a CPP file for demonstration. You can use whatever editor you like. I'm using Visual Studio Code. Go to this document, create a C++ MEX Source File. This document is also a good example. And copy this part of code to the editor. By the way, I will put any links that you see in this video to the description. To create a MEX file, you will always want to start and expand your code based on this chunk of code. That's the base class for MEX. And I'm just gonna save it to a new folder. Don't worry about the red lines under includes. The void operator is your container for input and output. And obviously it has two parameters, one is output, one is input. If you don't want to use in namespace MATLAB data like that, you can also do this. For now, I'm gonna keep it to make my code easier to read. And we use factory to create an array and store output data. Next, we want to specify the data type for the input. Here, we use type array to create a double array. Note that both input and output are arrays. That's how MATLAB Matrix Laboratory works. I name it as X and assign it to input 0, which means the first element of input. As an example, let's loop through the X and add 5 to each of its elements. Then assign output array to X. After that, I will output a message that says "Hello Max." Switch to MATLAB. Go to the folder where you save your CPP file and make sure your code is there. Then I'm gonna make a simple MATLAB script that sends data to the MEX file and call it. I expect I will get an output of 5, 9, 11 because I pass an array of 1, 4, 6. Type MEX setup C++ and that tells MEX to configure to use the compiler you are using. Similarly, MEX setup C is for C compiler. In this case, I'm doing C++. Now is the time to create MEX file. Type MEX plus the file name of that C++ or C file, and you should be able to get a MEX file. So now go to your MATLAB script and give a try. You see, the result is correct. So MEX is like a bridge between your MATLAB script and C or C++ files. Back to your editor, let's say we have another input called Z. The Z is only a number, It's not gonna be array because I didn't use type array this time. I just say double Z. And that's the second input from the input array. That's input 1, 0. I'm not exactly sure why it's 1, 0. We have to put a 0 there. I think that has something to do with how MATLAB handle double types value. Back to MATLAB and update your MEX file. This time, we're gonna have two inputs. As I said, one is array and the second one is a double. Here you go, we got the result. So I was using C++ in the example that I just showed you. For C, it's a bit different, but steps are still very similar. Go to this document, and you will see every C program has a main function. MATLAB uses gateway routing MEX function as an entry point to the function. Remember what we did at the beginning? And copy this part of code to the editor. By the way, I will put any links that you see in this video to the description. Right, same story. You wanna copy this part of code to your editor and expand your C code from there. Also, don't forget to do MEX setup C. We come to the end of the video. So now you know how to send your MATLAB data to C++ code and receive output from there back to MATLAB. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you.